from writer-director Ryan Johnson.
The Holy Grail. A perfectly impossible crime.
Wake Up Dead Man has critics singing its praises.
God help me. Anything else?
It's a deliciously entertaining mystery.
That's nice.
It's certified fresh.
It's a miracle!
Okay, you're freaking me out now.
It's the best Knives Out movie yet.
This case is solvable, right?
Oh, you'll see. It's fun.
Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery starring Daniel Craig. Now playing in select theaters on Netflix December 12th, rated PG-13.
Everyone wants the Emirates NBA Cup.
And things are heating up.
30 teams started. Bang! But only 8 have advanced to the single elimination knockout rounds. To survive, they'll have to be hungry, relentless, ruthless.
Are you kidding me?
They all want the cup, but only one team can claim it. Who will capture the cup? Emirates NBA Cup knockout rounds begin December 9th on Prime.
And now, a message from McAfee.
Your package couldn't be delivered.
You owe thousands in unpaid tolls!
You want a free gift.
If texts like these sound familiar, McAfee can help. McAfee automatically identifies text and email scams, as well as AI-generated audio, to help you stay safe. If they're faking it, they're not making it past us. Get award-winning scam detection today. McAfee.com/keepitreal.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Achtung Millwall, the #1 Millwall podcast, broadcasting from beautiful South Bermondsey. Accept no substitute.
Welcome, thrice. Welcome, dear listeners. Welcome to Achtung Millwall. My name is Nick Hart. You are listening to Achtung Millwall, #1 Millwall podcast. You join me on a brightening afternoon here, Saturday afternoon, here at the Den for the visit of Southampton this afternoon. It was very dull, very dreary, very wet, very grim earlier on, but it is brightening now. The floodlights are on. The pitch is emerald green. It's quite a poetic sight out there, dear listeners, for the visit of 13th place Southampton, who are, of course, on fire at the moment, dear listeners. A 3-0 win at Leicester, a 5-1 win at Charlton, a 3-1 win at Sheffield Wednesday, and a 2-1 at the QPR. What can possibly go wrong? My match prediction before the game here, listeners, is we're either going to win it 1-0 or we're going to get stuffed 1-5. So that's my early call. Your Lions this afternoon, dear listeners. Croker in goal, backline Crama, again in that right back position, which he excelled in on Wednesday night versus Sheffield Wednesday. Taylor and Cooper as the two central defenders. Danny Mack filling in left back position. He did it very well, I thought, on Wednesday night. In front of them, a debut, I think, isn't it? A starting debut, shall we say, for Danny Kelly and Casper Denor alongside him in the two. In front of them, the three of Idemo Marku, I thought put everything in. I know he took some critiquing online, as is the way of the online fraternity. And a start tonight, thankfully, for Reece Bangura-Williams. Don't let us down, Reece, after all this hype and build-up. Alongside our talisman, the man who was the decisive factor Wednesday night, scoring the goal and making the difference. Femi Aziz, good to see him back. Up front is Mihailo Ivanovic. No Luke Kundal, apparently he's injured. I thought he actually did quite well Wednesday night, but the other point to make before we start the game is the ghost of Christmas past. Zach Lovelace is on the bench, and he could be in line, says Will Scott of the News at Den, to make his first appearance since rejoining Millwall last January. So the healing has produced him to the point where he can actually make an appearance on the bench. Let's see. Lions start this afternoon's game still in 6th position, which is a remarkable feat in itself, given the injury hit season we've had and some of the performances which have been, wing and a prayer stuff at times. But somehow, some way, we're sitting in 6th position going into this afternoon's game against Southampton on 28 points. That's following the earlier results this afternoon. I think Hull won at Stoke, I believe it was. Let me have a quick look for you, dear listeners. Yeah, Hull won at Stoke. Bristol beat Pompey 1-0, and Sheffield United continue with their great form, beat Leicester 3-2. So coming into today's game, we have a chance of going second, dear listeners, if we can get past this Southampton side. Let's keep our fingers crossed. We'll be rejoining the action when the teams come out. Well, here come the two teams, dear listeners. This is a huge opportunity for the Lions, despite the injury hit season we've had and some of the poor performances, as we've said already. This is a massive chance to go second with a win over a very decent-looking Southampton side that have really coming to form of late, as we have noted already. Both teams are coming out onto the pitch at the moment. Southampton wearing a kind of a retro 70s red and white striped number. Lions, of course, in dark blue and white. Very changeable weather this afternoon. It's gone bright now. It was dark a minute ago. Floodlights are on. It is a sellout Den, dear listeners. Another sold out fixture at the Den. How about that? I was watching a very interesting interview with Mark Fairbrother, who comes over very well, very professional, in my opinion. Talking about the possibility, and it is only a possibility at the moment, of dividing the away end into half away, half home supporters. That would be wonderful. If that could be achieved, give us more of a all-round, intimidatory factor in the Den. But it's certainly filling up at the moment. This is a huge opportunity after that workmanlike win, I suppose. We had a lot of chances on Wednesday night, didn't we? Good win. It didn't feel that great a win at the time. It's more relief than any other emotion that I would put my finger on. But that late goal from Femi Aziz was enough to get us across the line. Good atmosphere inside the Den, as you can tell at the moment, listeners. This is, I think, generally seen as a major chance to press ahead with a season into the January transfer window, when maybe some chess moves can be made to really push on in the new year. Let's see. Great to see Reis making a start this afternoon, listeners, in place of the injured Luke Cundall, who I thought actually did quite well on Wednesday, but there we are. He's taken a knock and has bedevilled us all season. Not available for this afternoon's game. I did read Derek Mazusaka is out for 8 weeks, and Alex Neil made the comment that it could have been a hell of a lot worse, an ACL injury of some sort. I think it was first feared he'd ruptured his ACL, which is a season ender in reality, but seems 8 weeks is the target, so that's good news. It's going to be Reis to kick us off. Mill will be attacking the away end in the first half, as per the teachings of the Venerable Bede at Jarrow Monastery, writing in Anglo-Saxon 9th century England. How about that? Away we go. Big Millwall fan, the Venerable Bede, even though we didn't exist at that time. He knew we would. It's the kind of visionary he was, Beatty. The news at Den, talking about Southampton's style of play, is that they like to pass the ball. This is a moment of flakiness there. It's gone back to their goalkeeper. They like to pass the ball and draw us in to hit us on the break, dear listeners. Sneaky tactics. A lot of interesting points in that Mark Fairbrother interview, listeners, in not least the emphasis on investing at Calmont Road rather than the whole West Kingsdown site, which he was quite honest enough to say he's going to probably occupy a disproportionate amount of spending. The planning permission is in place, but I'm not sure it's going to be any kind of priority for the club. It's going to be all about installing stuff at Calmont Road, modular units, interestingly, so they can be moved if or when the time comes, and focusing very much on the South East London nature of the club rather than the North West Kent, which I approve of, don't you, listeners? I think that's got both good business and good emotional decision making. This is the 10 edge of the D. This has been an issue of straight into the belly of Max Crocombe. There was an article on News at Den, an analysis as to why we've allowed so many goals from distance, which in a nutshell seemed to boil down to not closing anyone down enough around the D, or turning your back to the goal. The unforgivable sin, as it's put in the piece. Nice piece, actually. I think it was John Kelly that wrote it. The unforgivable sin of turning your back to the ball. This is Idemo on the left side. Breaks past one man. What can he do? He's going down the left side. Ball into the middle, just in front of Mihailo Ivanovic. That was a nice break, nice move, nice cross. Just escaped Mihailo at the last there. 8 minutes, listeners. First opportunity for the Lions. Ball breaks, it falls to Idemo now. What can he do? Shot. Oh, wide right. Edge of the penalty area, shot wide right. Placed it in the, trying to aim for the bottom right-hand corner. Southampton coming down the left now, listeners. Ball inside the 18, edge of the D. That's good block there by Reis. It's fallen through though. That's a shot. Should be cleared. Good block by Crocombe. It was loose for a minute, but cleared and hoof cleared by Cooper. But they're back on the attack here now. This is the 10 with the, is that the 6? Overlapping him. He's going to go for a throw-in. Well, the chances are coming now. 10 minutes in, listeners. Southampton player caught offside there in a rather surly manner. Left the ball and didn't bring it back. Ungentlemanly. I don't like the cut of his jib, listeners. 46 evades Tristan there. He's breaking. He's got a man spare on his left, number 3. It's a chance for Southampton. He blazes it high over the bar, thankfully. Derision around the den. But they do break fast, listeners. A couple of Dinor fans in front. I wonder if they're Belgians come over. They must have a fan club in Belgium. There are two guys with shirts with Dinor, 24 on them, in front of me. Good luck to them. I don't know why I think they might be Belgians. It's just pure speculation, listeners. They could come from anywhere. But in my fantasy world, that's what I've constructed. Good work, Idemo Marco. That boy, he gives you everything, listeners. I don't want to hear any criticism of him. Cross block there for a left-sided corner. Good boy, Idemo. In it comes. It's a deep one. Bouncing around. Loose for a moment. The goalkeeper picks it up. No one there. There's a ball fell on the floor, was loose. But the goalkeeper collected. Ticking towards 15 minutes, listeners. It's been a bright game. Chances, both sides. Millwall pressing. Southampton playing their triangles. There you have the duel. This is Southampton breaking forwards now. It's overhit there. The 46 is looking a dangerous play. And some little flicks and takes and turns for Southampton. Almost out of a nice break there. It was overcooked in the end. The toast was burned, listeners, but he looks like a dangerous player to me, that 46. Someone should kick him hard. Millwall's turn now to turn on the Barcelona style, knocking it around nonchalantly, like with the Mitfords. Everyone wants tennis, that kind of style. This is lovely little move in. That's Crama on the right side. It's bouncing around. It's still in the mix. This is Ivanovic trying to backheel it into the path of Aziz. Unfortunately, one of their defenders gets nicked and it all breaks down. But it was a nice little moment, listeners. We're on 19 minutes. That's the Den's riposte to the Dutch school of passing. Boring cunts. Aziz does well to evade his man there. He beats him. Man overlapping him. He will have a go. Oh, shot wide left that Kelly wanted. Don't know how far wide that was, listeners. It looked close, but Kelly was inside him and wanting. 20 minutes. I think maybe Aziz saw the glory moment open up before his eyes there, listeners. Dinor finds Reis, finds Marco on the left side now. Reis overlapping him. It falls into Ivanovic. Can't get his shot away. Behind him, he tried to get a back heel to it. He couldn't quite get any purchase on it there, listeners. Opportunity knocking there. 21 minutes. The line's starting to turn up the heat a little bit. It was just a little bit behind Ivanovic. He couldn't quite. He tried to back heel it in. It battered off one of the defenders, and he couldn't quite get anything on the loose ball. 22 minutes. We come towards the halfway point of the first half. And as I've said a couple of times, I'll say it again, the Lions are starting to knock on the door, knocking on the Southampton door. The Lions have been charged under the FA's Rule E21, which I always thought was like a hand cream of some sort. But apparently it's a rule on conduct. Again, will we ever escape the Coppers Narcs that are Crystal Palace? Apparently there was a chant of some sort in the 80th minute relating to disability. God knows what that was. I've not heard that one before. The club have said, to their credit, they're going to robustly defend it. I have no idea what the chant was, listeners. Unless it involves Jimmy Savile or some peculiar sexual behaviour. It goes in one ear and out the other for me, listeners. But there we are. I'm from the 70s. I come from a different era. I come from a different planet. Docker's stand is illuminated by sunshine. The floodlights are on. there's a kind of combination of blue sky, white cloud, dark grey cloud and light blue misty cloud. It could almost be a Turner painting, listeners out there. It's a beautiful sight. South Bermondsey. What more can you want in this life? Anyway, this is Danny Mack now, and Arrivderci's on his left side, breaking forwards. Lovely little turn there by Arrivderci Marku. The ball breaks to Kelly on the edge of the penalty area. Oh! Shot that round, pushed around by the goalkeeper. It was a skiddy shot, didn't have much on it, but the goalkeeper to get down smartish and put it round for a right-sided corner on 26 minutes. I can't argue with that, listeners. Oh, Jake sets up the 9. This is a chance for him to break. This is the 10. Real streaming back. This is going to be a chance here for a shot and goal. Oh, great save there by Arrivderci. I thought he was going to go over there and claim a penalty. Crama's challenge looked like it could easily concede a penalty there, but as it was, the breakthrough on the left side, Croker made himself big and blocked a very good chance for Southampton there, listeners. Floated back in from Danny Mack. That's in towards Jake Cooper. He gets a head to it. There's Crama. It's bouncing around. Oh, it's in the net! 1-0 Millwall! Oh, he's giving it as a free kick on the goalkeeper. That was Taylor. Put in the net and the goalkeeper. I think he's giving it as a free kick against the goalkeeper there. Yeah, boo. Fell to Taylor, who put it away with aplomb. Had me going for a minute, listeners, as you can tell. This is Southampton on our right, though, the 18, dear listeners. Cuts inside. Being nice for a dive there. 35 minutes. Up and booking. Good refereeing. He was looking to draw Danny in there, obviously a right back playing in the left back position, and try and make it like he was the clumsy one, and therefore a penalty should follow. The referee was wise to it. Not often we can praise the referee down here, listeners. I feel a bit dirty, like I should have a shower, but there it is. Good refereeing. Aziz can... Oh, that's a... Nothing given for that. Femi Aziz tripped as the ball was put forward from Ivanovic. Not even a yellow card for that. Wow. Take all that back I just said about that referee, listeners. He is a slag. 38 minutes, the referee and linesman getting the sharp end of the den's tongues, listeners. Nice work, Casper Donor there, listeners. Lovely little chip ball forward from Jake Cooper. Finds Arrivderci Marku on the left side. Got his man with a bandage in front of him. What can he do? Ball into the middle. Put wide left. Interrupted by a defender, left-sided corner. Ivanovic was lurking, dear listeners. 40 minutes. Short to race. Aziz gets the ball in. Oh, it was a header wide by Ivanovic. Wide of the right post there. Southampton chance to break. They haven't had much as the game's gone on. But this is an opportunity on the right side for the 18. That's a great tackle there. It breaks, unfortunately, to the 46 more centrally. What will he do? On the right now with the 18. They're keeping the ball. And 6 plays the ball in. Flick header out. It should be cleared by Danny Kelly and is. There's half time. Millwall 0, Southampton 0. Overall bright from Millwall. A lot of points to a positive. But the break is 0-0. Stay tuned, dear listeners.
Good news, dear listeners. The 2026 Achtung Millwall calendar is now available for £10 plus postage. All profits will support the fantastic Lions Food Hub. To pick up your copy, either direct message us on X @AchtungMillwall or email us at achtungmillwall@gmail.com. Come on, you Lions.
Well, Southampton are out for the second half. The listeners, light is fading. The sky is a beautiful pink. Floodlights illuminating the den. We're just waiting for the Lions to come back after what was overall a fairly decent first half, in my opinion. We started brightly. They had a few moments early on, but they faded, I thought, for the most of the half until late when we seemed to have some kind of went on the wobbles, the collie wobbles late in the first half. So let's not be having any more of that, dear listeners. Here come the lines then for the second half. But overall, I think Mill can be fairly pleased with the performance we put in now for the first 45. We'll carry it on there for the second. So away we go, dear listeners. Mill, of course, attacking the cold blow in the second half, as dictated by the venerable Bede. Over 1,000 years ago. Strange, but true. Good running item by Marku. Gets clipped there, surely. No, the referee lets play go on. This is now Femi Aziz on the right-hand side. Ball into the box. Full. Batted away by the goalkeeper across the 6-yard box. Good play there by the referee. Let him play flow. That was an opportunity. Shot in, or cross in from Femi Aziz. Goalkeeper got down low and it rolled across the 6-yard box. No one in there, unfortunately. Well, as with the first half, it's a bright start. In comes a corner from Imaku. Deep, heading around. Away rather than toward the goal, unfortunately. This is Denor. Gets a chance to put a decent cross in there. It falls to Imaku on the left side. Will the crowd want him to shoot? He blasts it in. It's in the air still. Bouncing around off the line. Wow. Frenetic stuff. He's still in the mix down there, listeners. Bouncing around still. Oh, the Lions can't get a shot on goal. Southampton can't get it clear. This is real pressure from Millwall. This is Reis. He's it outright. Crama now, listeners. Real pressure from Millwall here. This is Aziz and a little bit sloppy there. Gives Southampton a free kick. And that was a real moment there, listeners. Wow. I'd need to see that again to see every little nuance of what happened in there. But the ball should be sticking around in that 6-yard box. Southampton 6-yard box. Forever and a day there, but Lions couldn't get a shot on goal. Left-sided corner in for Southampton, free to take it. 54 minutes maybe. Near post. Free kick given for something or other. I think Southampton thought he'd given a penalty for one moment. He's given a penalty. What's the penalty for? Fuck me. I've not got a clue what this penalty's been given. He's been given a penalty. I can't believe that, listeners. Well, whatever that's for, I've not got a clue. Southampton penalty, what a fucking travesty, listeners. Coming all 55 minutes. The 9 to take it. Referee's not flavour of the month in this ground, listeners, I can tell you that much. Little runt. Arrogant little man. After all that praise I gave him as well. Ugh. Well, the Lions are up against it now. We've done really well in this game, but we've got to now take the game to them again. 1-0 to Southampton. Thanks to a highly controversial refereeing decision. Let's say no more than that, listeners. Southampton away support, getting a good slating, listeners, for their up the table we must go song. Whatever nonsense it is they sing. We haven't been terribly good from coming back from behind this season, have we, listeners? This is a big chance to put that ghost to rest as well. But Southampton obviously now going to play with more freedom, playing this possession style they've got. Crama turns his man, the 20, he's got into the box, ball into the middle, in front of Ivanovic, unfortunately, listeners. 63 minutes. Another corner in for Southampton, left side, number 3 to take it. Swung in, that's headed away by Kelly. It's a red and white shirt, unfortunately. This is the 3 again. Ball into the box, a 10. Good save there by Crocombe. Batted away, it's gone for a throw-in. Decent shot, decent save from Max Crocombe there, looked like a chance. Southampton going into game management mode now, listeners. walking through treacle to get everywhere. This is a round of applause for Greg Essex, Millwall fan who passed away sadly. I want to send my condolences to Greg's family. Applause all around the den, one of our own. R.I.P. Greg. I hope this is some comfort for the family. 65 minutes, the ball into the middle, it's clips ahead, it's gone for Femi collects on the right side, another ball back into the mix. Oh, flick header from Ivanovic there, I think that was. Wide left. Ticking towards the halfway point of the second half, listeners. Lions will be gutted to be that one goal behind. We really don't deserve to be behind, in my opinion. Without knowing what the refereeing decision was for, it's difficult to comment much further, other than I couldn't see anything wrong with the play for the generated penalty. But anyway, there it is. It's 1-0 to Southampton. Lions are now searching for a way back into a game they had every right to feel they had done enough in. But that's football. That's Lady Luck. That's Madame Fortune. Sometimes she smiles, sometimes she snarls at you, listeners. And today so far, she's snarled. Crama combines with Aziz. Crama again on the right side. Ball deep. Just taken away from Imarku at the far post there, listeners. Left-sided corner. 68 going towards 69 minutes, listeners. Imarku takes, in it comes. Oh, flick header. I thought that was going in for one moment there, listeners. Gone wide. Ivanovic. Crocombe with a free kick, left side of the centre circle on the halfway line. Everyone's gone forward for Millwall. It's gone deep towards Cooper. It's headed away by a defender. I think Cooper was being rugby scrummed there. 1-2, this is Femi Aziz. 1-0! Femi Aziz from distance! The man himself! He's had a quiet game, but not now, listeners! Shot from distance along the daisy cutter into the left bottom corner. 1-8! Femi Aziz! Are we a one-man band? I don't know, maybe we are, but that's beautiful strike. Daisy cutter shot into the bottom left-hand corner. It's 1 each, dear listeners. Goal again, Femi. Can we press on now? Win it, maybe, listeners. Femi wants more action from the crowd. Looks like race is coming out, listeners. 73 minutes. Negley comes in. That will please a few up here. We had the Camille Negley fan club going up here the other night. I think that's an attacking move by Alex Neil. Doughty, a more dangerous man going forwards on the left. He combines well with the mark. I think this is Alex Neil trying to go for it. He's rolling the dice, listeners. He's at the Vegas tables. Ball down the left channel. Ivanovic is chasing it down. Oh, that's a dodgy ball. Oh, the goalkeeper had to be fast to clear in the face of a very loose ball back there. I think Southampton are rattled, listeners. 75 minutes, dear listeners. The place is a cauldron. Crama's played well in the right back role, listeners. So's Danico, ball over the top. That's for Ivanovic to come onto. Dispossesses his man, not got much in the middle. It's a long ball. He's found Imarku. Oh, into the side netting, had to take it on his chest. It was wide left there. That was a nice ball, actually. Good imagination from Ivanovic, finding Imarku, just couldn't get enough on it. At such a tight angle, it's gone into the side netting. Goal kick. Ballo coming in, listeners. Looks like Aziz is coming out, scorer of that goal. I thought a fairly quiet game by Femi's standards, but as ever with Femi, he'll get you the decisive goal, as he did in the week and as he's done so far today. Dinoa. Taylor, will he have a go? He will. Oh, what a goal! Caleb Taylor! By fucking hell, top right corner, Caleb Taylor! 2-1 the Lions! What a goal! What a strike! Who knew he had that on him? Edge of the D, blasting the top right-hand corner. 2-1 Millwall. Wow. 82 minutes. There's a goal of the season for you listeners. Alex Neil's gone down there, joining in the melee down there. So's the subs. Everyone's gone down there. Take a bow, Caleb Taylor. Wow, what a goal. Let's have a look on the big screen. I'll get a sight of it. Just outside the centre of the D. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. You'll see it plenty of times tomorrow, listeners. That was some strike. 84 minutes, just a few minutes of this to see through now, listeners. This will be some performance if we hold out here. Ball fed, this is Ivanovic. Oh, shot from distance. Negley, sorry, not Ivanovic, that was Negley. Shot from distance. Just wide right. Some really good pressing football by Mill this afternoon, listeners. But we've got to be careful here. This is a break here. This is on the right side. Ball into the middle. Taylor there with a last-ditch challenge. Gone straight into touch. Man couldn't touch it. He was coming back from an offside position. Yeah, some really good pressing football by the Lions all afternoon. We've played some really good attacking. We've had chance upon chance. And two really decent strikes to claw our way back into a game. There's not been a strong point on our side this season, coming from behind, so to speak. But this afternoon we've done really well against a strong side. You know, I repeat the form that they came into the game with. It's not over yet, so I'm going to save my my praise until the final whistle. It's free kick for Southampton anyway, because that was a bit of a rash challenge there. We're probably on 86, 87 minutes. I think we might be seeing the return of the Lovelace Watkins, listeners. There it comes. Oh, a header on target, back of the way. Oh, it's gone in the net from close. Oh, 2 each. Oh, my giddy aunt. Header on target, back of the way by Crocombe, and then put him on the rebounds. 2-2. Oh, frustrating, isn't it? Long ball falls from Southampton. There's Doughty. Falls to the 9. It's a chance for Southampton. Oh, for God's sake. 28. This is the on the right side now. Chance for Southampton to get a shot. The overlapping man, ball in. That's into the arris of Langstaff. Still in danger though on the right side. There's a header away. It should be cleared by Zach Lovelace. And is 7 minutes of added time. 7 minutes, wow. This is Alfie Doughty on the left. Decent ball into the melee. The goalkeeper falls into the net. It's going to go right-sided corner. Millwall not giving this one up, listeners, to their credit. Right-sided corner, then Doughty to take again, listeners. It's a deep one. There's... Oh! Header off. Oh, that was Cooper off the line. Falls to Ballow. Little chip back into the mix. It's bouncing around. Southampton struggling to get rid of it. This is Denor finds Ballow. Another ball into the middle. Over the heads of everyone. Unfortunately, it's gone for a throw-in. I'll make it 5 of the 7 gone now, listeners. Macaulay Langstaff on the left side, listeners. What can he do? Gets past one man. Inside him is Ballow. Ball across the face of the goal is Crama. Yeah! In the close! Crama puts it in the middle. Ballow got it! Own goal! 3-2 Millwall! Fucking hell! Macaulay Langstaff instigator of that. Good work down the left side. Ball in. Crama puts it back in. Looks like he's been put in his own net. 3-2 at the death. Oh my giddy aunt, listeners! That's it again. Let's have a watch. Macaulay does really well down the left side. The ball comes across. I mean, I can't. Oh, there it is. A better angle. It gets past one man. Does really well. Oh, they take it away. I will settle forever. Got it. If it came off a Southampton player, I do not give a shit, listeners. What a game. What drama! Wow. Anyone ever asked you why'd you go football? It's because games like this. This is a top side, Southampton. They came in a high form, high dudgeon. Put 5 past those silly blokes down at the Valley, and we've taken the game to them. Fantastic, but it's not over yet, listeners. There it is! What a performance! What a performance by this Millwall side! Wow! One of the best games of the season at least, for some time. Magnificent performance. Wow, what a game.
What a mad game, man.
Fucking hell. There it is, it's time for the light show, dear listeners. Stay tuned.
You're listening to Achtung Millwall.
Well, hello, dear listeners. Welcome back after the break. What a game for a new voice for our show to review. And in fact, Eve, it's the first female pundit I've ever had on Achtung Millwall. So this is quite a moment on the show. Big welcome to Eve, who's a journalism student. How you doing, Eve?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Well, my head is still spinning from yesterday. I think I must have watched some of the clips of the goals, particularly Caleb Taylor's the second goal for Millwall. I don't know how many times, over and over. It was an incredible match, drama from start to finish. How did you see things yesterday?
Well, the first half, I think Millwall were absolutely the better team. The ball just didn't seem to fall right for them sometimes. And when that penalty got awarded, I was pretty shocked, to be honest, because I think it was very, very soft.
What was it for? I've not actually seen that incident back. Someone told me it was for a shirt tug by Jake Cooper, but I've not seen it, so I don't know.
Well, I've rewatched it a couple of times last night, and I rewatched it again this morning. And there's really not much in it at all. But the guy goes down, and obviously because he's gone down, the refs awarded the penalty. But I think it's incredibly soft. I think you see similar situations on the other half where Millwall have got corners every week where Cooper gets cut down in the box, and you never see anything given for it. But they're giving something that's so soft, and it's
madness.
Yeah.
I mean, Jake seems to be a prime target to always be rugby tackled every game. You know, he's got men hanging off of him every limb. And in real time, I could not have told you what that penalty was for. I've only read that since. I'm not even seen it. But initially, Eve, I actually thought he'd given a goal kick, and he was pointing at for some of a free kick or something for us. The referee, I thought, was overall very poor yesterday. I think the situation was too big for him.
Yeah, initially, to be honest, it looked like he didn't know what he was giving for a good minute, if I'm totally honest.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I do think the refereeing was poor. I said to somebody last night that it reflects a wider problem in this league where the standard of refereeing is so poor and it needs a looking over, but it was.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good first half. I thought the lineup, let's just run through the team lineup for the listeners. So we've got the BBC have thrown us in as a 4-2-3, which I think is what it was. So Crocombe in goal, back line. Tristan Crama playing in this out of position right back that he does so well in. I mean, how he's made a career as a central defender and yet can still be so good on the wing, Eve, I think is a source of wonder for me. But then you've got Taylor, man of the moment, Taylor. Jake Cooper in central defence, and Danny Mack filling in on the left side. Again, another highly adaptable player. Denor and Danny Kelly, I thought, did really, really well for me yesterday, making his starting debut. He's come on as a sub a few times, but first game he started. And then the magician, Femi Aziz, Race Bangura Williams, really pleased me to see him making a start. Although it was a quiet game, I think, for Race yesterday.
Yeah.
And a player that I love, Idemo Marku. I mean, he gets a bit of stick online because on occasion I think, people seem to think he lacks polish, but I really like his commitment and I really like the energy he brings. And then up front, Mihailo. given the injury crisis that we've been in, that wasn't a bad starting 11. I thought they really produced the goods yesterday as an 11, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel for Alex Neil. I would not want to be in his position,
No.
having to try and find a working starting 11 with all the injuries. I think the Kundal injury is the 32nd incident of injury in this squad, and it's November.
Mad.
It's insane. Like, I can't say I've ever seen anything like that before.
No.
But they did work really well together. Like Crama and Femi linking up together on that right hand side works really, really well.
I mean, we had a disallowed goal in the first half. I haven't seen any of it back, and listeners will know that I tend to do these fairly early on a Sunday morning. I've not had a chance to review any of it, but I'm going to guess he was offside. I think it was Taylor, wasn't it, who put it in the first half? May have been offside, but overall chances. I mean, it was an open start. I thought Southampton were going to obviously came into it in fine form. They've been scoring goals for fun lately.
Yeah.
And it was end-to-end stuff, but we really took control of the game. And I think our pressing style is high energy. Again, credit this 11. I mean, they took control and they kept at it, really. There's only one little moment towards the end of the first half where I thought we might have gone on a bit of a wobble. But overall, we looked really good. And I thought we were unlucky not to go in at half-time ahead.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I expected more from Southampton, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But we were definitely on top for that first half, and I did worry when they got that penalty heads would drop, but clearly not. Obviously they fought so hard for those 3 points and absolutely deserved them.
The thing that struck me, we haven't really made a specialism of coming back from going a goal down. I mean, there's this cliche that the first goal is all important for Millwall. If we go ahead, then we're in control. If we go behind, as you've just said, heads seem to drop. But you couldn't have said that yesterday. I mean, the spirit through the side was immense. And I think that's, again, that's another huge positive to take forward. We can go behind and we can make a comeback from it.
Yeah, it's really good. I think this is the third time, and I'm not too sure how long, but it is really good. Like that mentality, and it does make you really wonder, if the team hadn't been so plagued with injuries, where would we be in the table right now? Like, how many points would we be on?
Yeah. I mean, obviously we're going into a tough December with a lot of games still to play across December. But you're right. I mean, the injury crisis is what it is. But I think for us to still be hanging on in there is an achievement in itself. I mean, the equalising goal from the man himself, I thought actually Femi had probably one of his quieter games, really, for me overall. And then he goes and produces a critical equaliser with a great kind of low-level shot into the bottom left corner. He's some player, even if Femi Aziz. Wow.
Yeah, he's very, very good. He's come back from injury and he's making all the difference. He scored, I think, 6 in his last 7, and I think the other one he didn't score in was the game he went off injured. So that
he's
just
big time, big situation player, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Give him the big stage, and there was a full house yesterday. High pressure situation, we're a goal behind, unluckily, unjustifiably, some might say.
Yeah.
He's the kind of player that there's some players can produce on that kind of big stage, and I think Femi is one of those players. He seems to relish the big moment.
Yeah, I think that'll be hugely important as well going forward, especially, if we do secure playoffs.
Steady. Long way to go, yeah. Steady. We've only just come out of a run of form where I was reading online, people are calling for Alex Neil to get sacked. A few defeats, and I mean it's mad online. But anyway, there we are. The man of the moment is Caleb Taylor, and the second goal contender for goal of the season is an easy thing to say, but that was a huge moment in the game. I mean, bit of freedom on the edge of the D, and he buried it, didn't he? Who knew he had that level of striking in him, Steve?
I don't even think he did, to be honest, based on his reaction afterwards. He looked absolutely bewildered.
He does now.
I was really happy for him. He looked really good on Wednesday, and I'm glad he played well yesterday, and obviously got that goal. And I do think absolutely it's contender for goal of the season. Just it was beautiful.
Stupendous strike. The goalkeeper had no chance. Top right-hand corner
Yeah.
goal, which is where you're told as a kid to put the ball. And it was one of those kind of outward. It was a strike that kind of curved like a banana almost, and it curved outwards and went into the net, almost the very point where the goalkeeper couldn't get to it. And their goalkeeper had actually done a decent job. So that was some strike. So 2-1. But it wouldn't be Millwall if we don't. We can't just see a game out at 2-1 and send us all home with our blood pressure at a level amount. A sloppy equaliser, really. And I must admit, I thought that was when it went 2 each from that. There was a free kick, I think, on the left side, wasn't it? And putting at the far post, and that was really frustrating, I've got to say.
Yeah, I think it was a shame for Crocombe as well. I think he did really well for the majority of the game. So it was really a shame to concede that goal.
Yeah, far post, 2 each, just a few minutes to go, and ordinarily that would be that. I think both sides would settle for the point. But one thing I did admire was that Alex Neil doesn't seem to be a manager that settles for the point. If he can, he wants to press them and get the 3. And a few substitutions, including Macaulay Langstaff, who's been a bit of a lonely figure at times, Macaulay Langstaff. But it was his cross from the left side that found our French master, Tristan Crama, at the far post, who put it in deep, 90+7, deep into the added time. And mayhem ensued. I could not make head or tail of who got that goal, Eve, in real time. Did you? Did you know it was Crama that got it? Because I couldn't tell you whether it went off the defender or. I had a vision of Caleb Taylor being in the mix there as well, but I don't think that was true. Wonderful strike, wonderful take in a pressure moment.
Yeah, no, I wasn't sure whose goal it was at first, but I think at first it didn't really matter.
It didn't matter. That's a very good way to put it. It could go off their backside for all I care, but it was mayhem in the aftermath of that. I mean, Alex Neil. I mean, when he first came to us, Eve, I thought I had a vision of him being a fairly flinty Scottish kind of straight-faced manager. He shows his emotion. I mean, in both goals, I think he got involved in the Caleb Taylor goal, didn't he? In running onto the pitch and got booked for it. I think he managed to contain himself so he didn't get sent off with the winner. But that's great to see, a manager that really cares and shows his emotions in that way.
Yeah, I think obviously it's good for the fans, it's good for the players. I do think since he's come in, he's been a big part of that, not settling for a point and pushing. And I think sometimes that can be dangerous. You're constantly pushing, you open yourselves up, but you look at what happened yesterday, and it's all worth it when you score in the last minute to take all 3 points. I do think he's been really good since he came. I know obviously people have been calling for him to get sacked in some worst patches of the season, but I think that would be a ridiculous decision.
People are calling for Arnie Slot to get sacked, and he's only got 1 European Cup and a Premier League under his belt. That's all he's ever done. So, I think you've got to disregard people sometimes in this life, certainly to across the season anyway. But yeah, I mean that was a win, magnificent win. What a dramatic game, listeners. Yesterday, it puts us 3rd in the table now. Eve, can you believe that? I mean, it's a strange division. Let's be honest. When we can play, on occasion we've played well, but we've also played some pretty poor, done some pretty poor performances. And we're cursed with an injury crisis as long as my arm, and yet still somehow we're sitting in 3rd position. It's a strange division, as I've just said.
Yeah, definitely. I think, as you say, the injury crisis. You look at that, you wouldn't fathom being 3rd, but I think it's amazing, really, that we're up there.
Absolutely, and obviously a trip to Bristol City, who are in 6th position, as I look at the table, next Saturday. So there's another big game. Every game is big.
now, but it is certainly it's a division that's wide open. There's a lot of, I mean, if you discount Coventry, who seem to be in another bracket in the league, I think otherwise it's pretty much of a muchness. So a team with ambition, and they'll all be saying this, so you've got to be a little bit guarded, but it's anyone's, the promotion this season is anyone's to grab that wants it, Eve.
Yeah, definitely. I just think we've got to keep, in that running for it, especially, like you say, going into a game against Bristol City, you've got to get those 3 points. I think every 3 points is going to be really crucial, but especially teams like that who are definitely in contention and could, secure playoffs.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Bristol away next Saturday, listeners, and it's Hull City who are in 7th spot the week after. So two big games in succession there. I've had quite a few people asking me, was that the most dramatic game I've ever seen? I mean, yesterday, I offhand, I mean, I go back a long way, Eve. I don't know if you've noticed, but I go back a long time. I mean, there have been some great dramatic games over the years. In recent years, I can't think of many that would match yesterday's game for sheer pulsating end-to-end, swinging one way and the other drama. I'm thinking maybe a few years ago, Matt Smith getting a late winner against Charlton in the last seconds of the game. That didn't swing quite with such drama. It was late, and also there was the game at Leeds a few years before that with Jed getting the last-ditch winner. But I can't think of many to match yesterday for dramatic. You couldn't write yesterday if you were doing a work of fiction. You'd say you've gone a bit over the top there in terms of stringing out your crescendo. But it was wonderful. I thought it was a magnificent game yesterday.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think maybe Bury away in 2015, Aidan O'Brien scoring in the last minute to make it 3-2. But
yeah, another one. Yeah.
Be up there, but yeah, yesterday was brilliant. Just brilliant. Yeah, I think I do agree with what you said about if you were doing it as a work of fiction, you're going over the top, because I mean, I couldn't believe my eyes. Like that Caleb Taylor goal, I was like, jaw dropped. I was like, what?
Yeah, I know.
It was just wow. Like
explosion of noise. The Dens atmosphere yesterday was, I mean, I think Alex Neil commented in his post-match interview, the atmosphere inside the ground was immense. And this is why we go and watch football matches, Eve. I mean, often people will say, well, why'd you go every week, every fortnight? And it's because you get the unexpected like that, isn't it? I mean, sometimes it's the other side of the coin. You've got for every 3-2 over Southampton, there's a 2-2 late equaliser at Oxford. So you've always got the other side of the coin to contend with. But I can't think of any dramatic creation that can match what we saw yesterday. It was wonderful stuff. I just wanted to mention your X account. Eve is a sports journalism student. Eve, is that correct?
Yes, yeah.
So I do give her a follow. I'm just going to find your what's they call them? They call them handles, or what do they call them? There's like your avatar. Eve is at B sleeve, as in your cardigan sleeve, media, B sleeve media. Do give her a follow on X. What's your ambition, Eve? Are you looking to get into the profession of sports journalism overall?
Yeah, I mean, everyone always asks me what I want to do after uni, and I would like to go down the written route, but there's not too much, writing is dying, so a lot of it is...
Oh, don't you're depressing me. Don't say that. There's always going to be a place for the written word. But yeah, well, keep at it. I think you've done really well. This is your first. Do you do this kind of podcasty type stuff, or is it mostly written sports reports that you're up to?
Well, this is the first podcast style thing I've done.
Well, there we are.
I made a video package for the Chat with Chaps podcast.
Okay.
Middlesbrough game last season. But I do prefer written content. I mean, I can do both. I have to do video content for uni and stuff, but I do prefer the written side of things. I think that's always what I've been good at. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's great to have you on the show, Eve.
Thank you.
As I say, we finally, after I've been doing this for about 13, 14 years, one way and the other, and we finally joined the other half of the human race to our show. 50% of the human race is female-ish. I don't know the exact number, but we finally added 50% to our show, and it's been a big pleasure to talk to you, E. So, Be Sleeve Media on X, listeners.
Who do you want to watch?
Soon, E,
Yeah, I'd love that. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for listening to this edition of Achtung Millwall. If you're tuning in via Spotify or YouTube, please feel free to comment, like or subscribe as you see fit. God bless. Until the next show then, it's bye for now.
Who do you want to watch?
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.